Local churches are joining the fight over health care reform. They invited Congressional Representative Susan Davis, who's been pushing the overhaul plan, to speak at a church in downtown San Diego tonight. KUSI's Sasha Fu joins us live from downtown with the details on how that meeting went. Sasha?
Heather, this is the First Lutheran Church where tonight members of a community-based, faith-based group were invited to bear witness, to add their voices to the clamorous discussion over national health care reform. No policy talk here, just personal stories.
If we all make these stories so the government can hear it, so in Washington they can hear it.
Members of 26 different churches gathering to tell Congresswoman Susan Davis why lawmakers should pass comprehensive health care reform. Stories coming from people like Lori and Ruben who have no health insurance.
He has high blood pressure, asthma. He's a little more sicker than me, and it's expensive. We barely make it. We either pay for the doctor or eat.
This was not a town hall meeting or a public forum. The meeting inside this Lutheran church was hosted by the San Diego Organizing Project, a faith-based community group.
It's a basic human need and right to be able to, protect your life and your health.
Democratic Congresswoman Susan Davis, who's played a role in drafting the overhaul plan, says she was invited here mainly to listen.
I think a lot of the people here really do have some stories that help to influence and add to the dialogue that we're having.
Participants like Karen McManus spoke about her brother, who died last year at age 56 of a sudden heart attack.
It was at this time that I was told that my brother hadn't taken his medication for over a month, simply because he could not afford his prescription.
Outside the church, a group of about 30 to 40 people stood with signs in protest of the proposed reform plan. Some say the legislation would not prevent the federal government from paying for abortions. Representative Davis, though, claims that's untrue.
There are private plans that people can choose if they want that may include abortion services. That's up to individuals to do that. It would not be part of any federal plan.
Holly Ritter doesn't like the reform plan for other reasons, primarily its expense to taxpayers.
And who knows what it will cost, because every time Obama says this, the Congressional Budget Office, which really doesn't have, a player in the game, they have no bias, they say no, it'll probably cost this, and generally they are right.
But among Lori and Ruben and the others in this room, there is hope that health care reform can happen soon.
We need to get together so we can get it done.
And tonight, in noting the death of Massachusetts Senator Edward Kennedy, Susan Davis said health care reform was his life's work. We're live from downtown San Diego. I'm Sasha Fu, KUSI News.
Now, Sasha, you mentioned tonight's event was a closed event just for members of those churches, but what about any public opportunities for folks to discuss those same issues with the Congresswoman?
As a matter of fact, there will be a public town hall meeting coming up very soon on Saturday. Representative Davis is hosting a town hall meeting on this very subject, health care reform. It's going to be held at the Spring Valley Branch Library at 1 o'clock, and we're expecting there will be a pretty substantial turnout.
Absolutely. Definitely a hot button issue. Thank you very much, Sasha.